bottles and mirrors.
And we're live on Underground Wicked Radio, interviewing Literate Mystic. That's a hell of a name, man. How'd you come up with that?
Hell yeah, man. Well, I've always just been into mysticism and stuff like that. And before I had that, just something I was thinking was like the sweet tooth mystic, just because I got one hell of a sweet tooth. But then something about it, I've always been really into reading and writing and stuff like that. So to say like illiterate, so like I'm sickly literate with it. And then mystic, just, contemplation of life and spiritual apprehensions of truth that are beyond the intellect and like stuff like that. So
you'd have to mention sweet stuff right now, man.
Yeah.
That just made me even hungrier. All right, we'll take another question. What is the high that you get while performing on stage, and how do you come down from this high?
Well, actually, to be honest with you, I have yet to really perform on stage. I did one kind of little spoken word thing at an art show with my homie Socrates a few years back, and that was the first time that I ever even got on stage, and I haven't been back since then. Coming up pretty soon here, hopefully this next Tuesday, we'll be trying to go to the Royal Castle in Colorado Springs and do an open mic Tuesday night for my first real performance of my music.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, I mean, and as far as like a high, like I don't know that for even just that first time that I was ever on the stage, it was maybe 30 to 50 people or something in the room, and they were all very encouraging, but I was definitely nervous, in a good way as well. But the feeling, I suppose, could be related to a high, just that nervousness. And getting through that, I think, is really important. As I think Socrates said in his interview, he struggles with anxiety, and I always have as well. And so I think it's a pretty big part to try to get up there and do that and get over that.
You definitely got it, man. Once fans start singing along with you, with your lyrics, you're absolutely going to love it.
Hell yeah.
So how did you... how do I say this? What is the first collab you ever done? And have you done many collabs with any underground artists?
Yeah, I have. The only collab I have done as of right now is with my homie Socrates. We have those two songs. My first song that I ever recorded, and pretty much his first go at recording or mixing and mastering a song, was O's and X's, and that was just in, I think, October or something. We did that, and then Our Weapons were on that one as well.
He did a hell of a job on that song, Our Weapons.
Hell yeah. I appreciate that. Yeah, it was kind of my first go trying to come up with a chorus. Shot it over to Socrates. He pretty much helped me finish the chorus, and then we put it together. We just kind of felt like it was kind of fun, kind of a fun chorus. We had fun with it.
Let's cut over to that song featuring Socrates, sure. Our Weapons. And we're back in Underground Wicked Radio. We were just talking in the background. So, man, where are you from? Where were you born and raised?
Oh, yeah, well, so I was born in Queens, New York. Lived there around Ridgewood till I was about 7. And then we moved out here to Colorado. We moved to Denver. Stayed with family there for a couple of years, and then when I was 9, we moved out here where I'm at now in Castle Rock, Colorado.
Man, I'm telling you, you're lucky you moved that early. I've been living in New York for my whole life, basically. I moved down to Kentucky. I couldn't take the heat. It made me sick.
Oh wow.
You give me negative 20, I'm happy. I can't do that.
Yeah.
95, 100-degree weather. All right,
Right.
so
Yeah, I prefer colder weather too.
yeah, me too, man. I hibernate during the summer for 5 years down in Kentucky. It was horrible. So,
Right.
what are some pros and cons you can give a new artist just starting out rapping?
Well, shit. I mean, I am that new artist. And yeah, I wish I had more insight for other new artists. Basically, right now, I got my homie Socrates showing me the ropes, and like I said, we just recorded my first song a few months back, and I've been writing for a long time. You know, we've been talking about the music thing goes years back, but I would say the biggest thing for me is, you know, stay true to the ones that had your back since day one, who are helping you out in this. You know what I mean? Because that's a big deal. Anybody who's your fan, even the first few people, you know, that's what it's all about, and to really show up to those people and stay true to them.
I hear you, man, because a lot of artists blow up and they completely forget about the people that help them get there. It happens a lot.
For sure. Yeah.
So, you're familiar. I haven't asked this question in a while. What is your take on the ICP and Twisted beef?
ICP and Twisted beef. See, I didn't even know that.
Really?
Yeah, I did not know about this. I've not really been up to date with the Juggalo news. I need to check it more often lately. What is this a beef about?
Twisted left ICP, started up Magic Ninja Entertainment, and basically they have split the fan base apart, and there's a lot of Juggalos taking sides. And honestly, the whole beef it's childish, man. First off, it should have stayed in the background. It should have never been posted online. I think it's bad for business. Right. I think they should just squash it, get back together, and make music for the fam.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. Fucking, oh yeah, when I was younger, it's been a while, like, since I've been really listening to ICP and Twisted. Like, I went to my first ICP show when I was probably like 8 years old when we first moved here to Colorado, and there was a lot of juggalos around, the older kids. They were getting me into it. Yeah, man, I just remember fuck the world and fucking when I was a teenager, and then Twisted's in that song, right, where they're like, serial killers, we don't die.
Yep. Good shit, man.
Yeah,
old school shit.
Yeah, that's the shit. So they need, if they're gonna get back together and make that shit again, that's what's up. I mean, I love all the classics, man. The Three Little Pigs, all that shit, you know.
I actually got radio drops from Twisted and ICP on the radio.
Oh yeah.
All right, I'm gonna ask another question because you're kind of familiar with the Juggalo scene. I've interviewed over 7,000 people. 2 people have got this question right out of 7,000. Scotty D.
Damn, man.
And another artist called Aaron. What was ICP's first rap name? What year did they come out? And what was the first album?
Oh shit. Okay, so as far as their first rap name, I'll tell you right now, I can't think of it. What was the other question?
What was their first rap name?
The year they came out? Oh, their first rap name. I don't remember exactly what year it was. I don't know, maybe, I mean, I was listening to him in like 98, so I mean.
Oh, wow.
Maybe 95, 96. I'm not sure on the year, but was it Basement Cuts?
Nope.
Nope.
They were,
and yeah.
Their first rap name was JJ Boys. It was Violent J,
Boys.
Shaggy Two Dope, and Violent J's brother. Shaggy Two Dope's brother, sorry. Monoxide Child.
Word. Yeah, I heard that name.
1989.
1989. Wow.
Yeah, they've been out that long.
And they were wrestlers for some time too, right?
Yep. Well, they were rapping. I think it was like 94
Well,
to 98. They wrestled WWF.
For sure, yeah. Because I remember, I think I was getting into them like right after they were done wrestling.
I feel old. I'm like 35. All right.
Oh, yeah, I'm 27. So.
Oh, man. I don't know where the hell time goes. So who in your eyes is the hardest lyric rapper in the underground besides yourself?
Whew. Okay. The hardest. I mean, I got to give love for my homie Socrates. Like, I've been digging his music, been listening to that, all about it. Someone else in the underground I've been getting into lately is this dude, Fifth Element. I don't know if you've heard of him.
No, I haven't. I'm going to check him out.
For sure, yeah. I think he's coming out of Kansas City. Just has that Kansas City fury, just kind of like that choppa flow, which I've always had an appreciation for. Tech Nine and shit. I remember, I forget how old I was when Midwest Choppers came out, and I was just like, oh man, one day I want to be I want to be on the Midwest Choppers. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. Well, you being from Colorado, man, living there now. You ever heard of Big Looney?
Big Looney?
Yeah.
That sounds really familiar.
He's a chopper.
Not really sure.
I'll have to link you some of his music for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
He's always looking for collabs from Colorado.
Word.
So what kind of music do you prefer to hear? Music with a catchy lyric or an artist just like basically telling a story?
Oh man, I like all kinds of music. I think I prefer a story in one way or another over the catchy lyrics, but at the same time, I do have an appreciation for some catchy lyrics if I'm feeling the song and there's a catchy chorus or catchy hook or something like that. That's totally cool too. I could listen to a song and like it that doesn't tell a story at all, but just kind of sets a mood about it, whether it's the kind of mood you're trying to be in that day or something like that, But I think I would prefer a story.
See, I like artists that actually have a story and a catchy lyric. That's hard to find these days.
Yeah, both are great, yeah.
So what kind of message do you try to send to your fans in your music?
Some things I've been pretty much focused on lately, is the spiritual, intellect, just, question stuff and think deeply about everything in life, what is life and all this kind of stuff. And, have fun. I express through my music, I love my family and like don't fuck with them, what I'm saying, shit like that. Just like deep thinking type of stuff, I like expand your vocabulary, know what words are and like all this kind of stuff.
Hell yeah, man. So did you grow up in a harsh neighborhood? I know some artists have, so that's where they get their inspiration to do the lyrics that they do.
For sure. No, I didn't. I didn't grow up in a harsh neighborhood. I mean, even maybe where we lived in Queens up until I was 7, like I wouldn't even say, or like maybe some people would say it was a harsh neighborhood or something, but I don't think it was like where we lived. And then pretty much when we moved out here, my life was fine when we lived in Denver for a couple of years, and Castle Rock is, pretty suburban neighborhood. So I have, pretty typical suburban upbringing, I would say, as much as any other kid from born in 1990 or whatever.
I gotta say, man, you're lucky. You can fucking smoke weed legally there. What's your favorite strain?
Oh, hell yeah. I really like blueberry. Anything the blueberry, OG, Golden Goat. That'll be a sativa that I like for sure. But yeah, I'm always trying to try new strains, find, which one I like, which one's the right one. There's all kinds of different ones. So
we have maybe 4 strains here in New York. It's sad. I keep hearing all these different strains, and I'm like, fucking A, I need to move. I keep, my cousin Crooked G keeps talking about Fruity Pebbles. Have you had that?
Fruity Pebbles, I haven't, but I always liked Fruity Pebbles as a kid, so that sounds pretty good.
He said it tastes like it, too. I don't know if I believe him, but you get a chance, definitely try that out. All right, we're going to cut over to a song.
Sure.
Literate Mystic. Stick with it. Tell us about this song.
Stick with it. So yeah, actually this song I probably wrote the majority of about 7 years ago, and maybe the second half just like a few years ago. And I had it written just without a beat, and just kind of was kind of going fast with it. And then over the years, listening to different beats to see which one goes with it, and kind of landed on this one and put it together. And it's just basically just a show of like, this is me being sick with it, kind of, and exercising my vocabulary and rhyme skill, and also sending the message of love over hate and all that kind of stuff and what I'm about.
We are back on Underground Wicked Radio. We're going to go to the hot seat. Everyone tuned in, they know what that siren means. It is time for some hot seat questions. Time to ask the artist some off-the-wall questions. And it doesn't want to play, so I guess he doesn't get a siren for the hot seat. All right, homie, I'm going to give you 3 numbers. Connected to these numbers is a person, a thing, and a food. You choose 1, 2, or 3. You got to describe what you would do to this thing, person, or food in detail. Go ahead. Choose 1, 2, or 3.
3.
That's funny. You got Angeline Jolene. What would you do to her?
Oh, man, I don't know. I'll probably take her out to dinner.
That's it? Don't lie.
And then we'll see where it goes. We'll see where it goes from there. It depends on what my wife says, But my wife already knows. My wife already knows I got a hall pass for Angelina Jolie.
I mean, I could see a threesome coming on.
Yeah,
Right.
in my wildest fantasies.
Right. All right, we're going to take another hot seat question. You're stranded on a desert island for 5 years. You get to choose one person, a food, and one album you got to listen to for those 5 years. Go for it.
Oh, man. Food, I guess. Pizza.
That's a popular one.
Yeah. That's just what comes to mind first. A person, that would be my wife. And one album, damn, that's a really hard question to answer. Shit. I'm trying to think. I don't know. I was trying to say it'd probably be a mixtape with like as many of my favorite artists on it that I could get. That's the only way I could try to get as much different music.
Hell yeah, man.
On the island.
You believe?
But if it was, I had to pick. Yeah. Anyway,
like 6,000 people have chose Eminem. I'm like, fucking A, really? Out of all these artists in the underground, you choose Eminem.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I was into him. I wouldn't choose that as my only album, but that was one of the big things. Like when I was younger, and everybody, all my friends were juggalos, and I was like, yeah, I like Eminem. They're like, oh, fuck that, you know what I'm saying? Like, But yeah, I definitely like some of his shit.
Do you know why Eminem and ICP were beefing?
I heard because like he posted like it was gonna be their show, but it was him, and like try to like steal their fans or something like that.
That's not what happened. Kind of something like that. They put Eminem put ICP on a flyer and never told them about it, so they didn't even show up for the event. That's what started the whole
Right.
beef.
Right.
They were
Yeah.
pretty pissed.
I've seen them though. I've seen them. I don't know how long ago. I've seen they did an interview on Sway's Universe or whatever, and they were saying, you know, that's all like back in the day, high school beef type shit or whatever. Now,
Yeah, they squashed it way.
yeah,
I think like 6-7 years now they squashed that.
yeah.
All right, so where do you see your music going? The art of your music going and the style, say, 5 years from now.
Oh well, you know, I hope to keep on with the same style and keep trying to perfect my craft. I'm definitely in appreciation, like I said, of that chop and flow. I'd like to get some more of that fast rap. Keep writing deep spiritual lyrics, as well as, you know, some provocative lyrics that will catch your attention. And I just keep hoping to continue down that path in the next 5 years and see, you know, where it takes me or where it will go.
Hey, homie, do me a favor. Give Socrates the radio phone number. He called the main line instead of the call-in radio line.
For sure. Yeah, he asked me if it was the same number. I said yeah, but I just gave him the pin. But yeah, let me I'll forward that to him real quick.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We're going to play a song. We'll be right back. All right, we're live on Underground Wicked Radio. I cut into this song because Nancy, I'm sorry, Boondocks is a bitch. And I don't care if he ever hears this. He owes like 9 artists on my radio money for collabs. They have paid for collabs to do a feature with Boondocks. He took the money and ran. Never did the collab. So no, I got no respect for an artist like that. But we're going to go to a different subject before I get in trouble. And Eminem, he's all right. That's all I'll say. So, homie, who influenced you growing up, can be an artist or a family member, to write the kind of lyrics that you write?
Well, probably the first, the first hip hop type of music that I was shown, I would say, was by my stepdad. I was probably 7 or 8, and it was, Tupac, TLC, and then, I would hear Eminem on the radio and shit like that, and then all the kids around me where I was living, like I said, they got me into ICP. And, throughout the years, those definitely were an influence, me as an artist. And as, then as I started getting into my teenage years, younger teenage years, Tech Nine, all different kinds of stuff, Jedi Mind Tricks.
Hell yeah.
Themselves, just, all different kinds of music. I liked some mainstream stuff, even though some of my friends didn't. And, I liked a lot of underground stuff as well, Immortal Technique, just, all that kind of stuff.
All right, Socrates, man, I just refreshed the app for you, so go ahead and try to call back in. All right, homie. So, what do you think of our, and I'm going to say this, I don't care, a dumbass fucking president we have right now?
Yeah, man, I just keep hearing new shit every day. I can't even keep up with it. It just seems like something out of a sitcom or a movie or something,
Did you see that post he made about having a bigger nuke button than they do?
Yeah, I think I heard about that one. That's pretty ridiculous.
Fucking trying to start a war, man, saying stupid shit like that. Somebody posted a video saying they did a remix of him doing a speech. They're like, Americans have got bigger dicks than they do. It was crazy. It was fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who would you want to see?
He said he called some other countries that he said PC was saying like people in shithole countries want to come here or something like that. I think it's the last thing that I heard him that he said.
He just deported a guy that has a 34-year-old and like a 22-year-old kid in America.
Damn.
Yeah, it's fucked up, man.
Yeah,
he's been here a long time working. I'm sure if you've been here that long, you should be considered an American. I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, I'm definitely not a fan of the current president.
Hell no. So what do you think of the stuff they're playing on mainstream, like mumble rap? You like it?
Not really. Not a huge fan of it. I like to be able to hear the lyrics, even if it's really fast. Like what I said, I appreciate it. I love that. I still am able to like decipher the lyrics, like something, maybe like every now and then might hear a mumble song where I'm like, okay, that sounds kind of cool. Like it's catchy or something like that. Maybe the hook or the chorus is like catchy or whatever. But yeah, definitely not too much about that mumble rap.
Man, I had someone dissing an artist I got coming on, Rocka Novafella. Her boyfriend was dissing mumble rappers in one of his songs, and they're like, mumble rappers are good and this and that. I'm like, what the fuck, man? And that's because you're sucked into this mainstream bullshit. They play it, you think it's good, basically.
Right. It's all hype.
You could probably throw a dog farting on a fucking song on mainstream, and everybody's going to love it because it's on the radio.
Yeah.
It's retarded.
Yeah, man.
Socrates, homie. There you are. How's it going?
Yo.
Yeah, just how you doing, man? It just kept asking me to refresh over and over again. My bad. So I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. No, you're cool. I had that same problem when I was trying to call in the first time.
Technology, man. Not one thing, it's another. So Socrates, man. What can you say about your artist's music, like lyrical-wise? What do you think of him?
I think he's one of the biggest, has one of the biggest vocabularies that I know. Definitely for sure. With the fastness, and able to get it, to be able to actually understand and hear what he says, for sure.
Hell yeah. We're going to take another hot seat question I forgot to ask because Brother Lynch and Dilemma kind of made this famous, so I'm going to ask it. So, homie, we ask this in every interview because of Dilemma and their response. Illiterate Mystic, man, have you ever earned your Red Wings? You ever ate a girl out on her period?
I have.
Hell yeah, man. I actually Googled this, and believe it or not, it's healthy for you. A girl on her period, yeah, man, I couldn't believe this. I was just fucking around, Googled it. They give out pro-antibiotics when they're on their menstrual cycle. It is better for a guy to eat a girl out on her period than eating a cup of blueberries. Or not blueberries, yogurt. It's like 100 times more potent with pro-antibiotics. It's crazy.
Damn, well, you learn something new every day.
I was like, hell no.
Yeah.
Did I ask you that, Socrates, when you were on? I can't remember.
That's funny.
There's another health benefit, too.
Oh.
When you eat a girl out, period, because you're using your tongue, there's like 26 muscles in your mouth or in your face. It keeps wrinkles away.
Damn.
I was like, that's freaking crazy. All right.
Yeah. What?
So if you eat pussy, man, you're gonna look young forever. Keep that in. Just think about that. For all those
Hell yeah.
guys that think it's disgusting.
That's funny. That's some good advice.
Yeah, right. Shit.
All right, homie.
Well,
so what kind of
You listen to that
beats do
first
you...
part? I'm sick with it.
Yeah,
right
did
on,
you?
Illiterate
Socrates?
Mystic and DJ Snickers, thanks for letting me call in. You guys
You're welcome, homie.
have a good one.
You too.
Hell yeah,
Later,
man. Thanks
fam.
for calling.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Later, man.
Take it easy.
You too, man.
So what kind of beats do you prefer to rap to, homie? Soft, hardcore, dubstep, instrumental?
I like the instrumental. I also like some of the hardcore. I like some of the bouncy kind of stuff. You know, there's some mainstream type of beats that I like that you know, would like to do something not mainstream over stuff like that, which I see people doing, and that's cool too. Yeah, I think yeah.
Hell yeah. So
Sorry, I forgot where I was going. But
that's all right, man. It happens.
I
Who
just
would
like
you
just-
consider to be a big collab with that you would want to do with a Dead or Alive? Could be mainstream or underground.
Dead or alive? Anybody?
Anybody.
Oh shit. I mean, I guess like you know, the Tech Nine would be like an obvious one, but I guess like you know, a lot of people probably would say that. I'd say you know maybe like Charlie Tuna
Oh, yeah.
from Jurassic 5. He's pretty dope.
I don't think they've done anything in quite a few years, have they?
No, I don't think they put anything out recently. I think maybe he might have been doing some kind of tour recently, just as himself, maybe with some other people or whatever. But yeah, I definitely dig his shit. Yeah, but it's been a while.
All right, we got another hot seat question, man. You won't believe that people have difficulty answering this. So, homie, what are 10 things you can do with a pencil?
10 things you can do with a pencil. Okay, you can write with it. You can tap a beat with it. You can erase with it. You could stab somebody with it. Oh, shit.
There's 4.
Damn.
Think creative.
Oh, yeah, you can draw with it. I can draw with it.
There's 5.
You can. Yeah, wow, I thought that was going to be easier to answer. I mean, I guess you could burn it.
There's 6.
Yeah, shit. I think
You
that's
believe
all.
I had a artist on that was a manager, and he would ask this question to people he was going to hire. If they could not name 10 things, they would not get the job.
Damn. Like, I guess I wouldn't get the job.
Yep, that's crazy. You could clean your ears with it, use it as a door prop. He had one guy say you could use it for like a science experiment, use it for wires because it's lead to run electricity through.
Damn. Right, I was thinking something about the lead, but yeah. Shit.
But I got to give you props because a lot of people don't ever think of writing with a pencil. They try to name everything but.
Right?
So I'm like, it's a pencil. You write with it. That's like the number one thing. They never say it.
Right? Yeah.
All right. We're going to cut to another song. We're going to play Literate Mystic, Nowhere to Hide. Tell us about this song.
Right, okay, so this song is kind of just about, I've always had a fascination, first of all, with knives and swords and stuff like that. I used to go to different shops when I was a kid, and Renaissance festivals and stuff, and just be so fascinated by the swords and everything like that. So the hook or the chorus or whatever is kind of like, I don't got a gun, I got a knife, and then also shows, my love for my family and my protection of them. You know what I mean? Don't mess with my family, or I'm not one to be out talking shit on anybody in specific or whatever, but I'm just saying, don't fuck with my family, or I'm gonna have to get you.
Hell yeah. We'll be right back. Speaking of that, man, did you know Lizard Man does sword swallowing and fire spitting?
Damn, that doesn't surprise me, but that's badass, though.
He also suspends from hooks.
Yeah, damn. Yeah, I remember watching all that type of stuff on Ripley's.
Hell yeah, we'll be right back.
All right.
We're in the background just talking about Chakra Teas. I had an artist hit me up recently wanting to get on for an interview in Music Rotation. The production was shit. The lyrics were good. The voice was good. I could not hear what this guy was saying. It sounded like he was recording off a phone with a lot of static, and then his vocals were behind the beat, not over the beat. And you were saying Chakra Teas produces your music. I have no complaints.
Yeah.
It sounds good.
Hell yeah. I'm sure he appreciates that. I appreciate that too. I'm glad you like the sound.
Hell yeah, I can't wait to get him in the rotation. Speaking of, why don't you do a radio drop for Underground Wicked Radio? Or wait, did he send one over for you already? He did. I already did it.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, I could do one again, and yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and do another one. I'll have a couple for your songs, and I'll get them mixed. Speaking of, he told me your favorite movie, but I don't remember. I want to edit the radio drop.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's Natural Born Killers.
That's what it was. Oh, hell yeah, I got this. Go ahead, homie. Do another radio drop for Underground Wicked Radio, and I'll get these done tonight for you.
All right, for sure, man. Hey, what's up, guys? It's Illiterate Mystic. You're listening to DJ Snickers on Underground Wicked Radio, your number one station for underground wickedness. You can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, SoundCloud, and Twitter at ILL-LITERATE space MYSTIC.
Perfect. I was sorry. I was just reading Nancy's comment. Nancy, man, I deal with artists all the time, and I'm sorry. When an artist takes another artist's money, I have zero respect and zero tolerance for that artist. I used to love Boondocks until I had artist after artist after artist pay for a collab, him take the money and run, and their music's in my rotation. I just don't deal with that. But anyways, perfect ready to drop, homie. We're going to take a couple more questions, and we're going to hop off the air. Do you have any upcoming projects, songs, or performances you want to talk about?
Well, right now, the one that's in the works, working on another collab with my homie Chakra Teas. We'll be in the studio working on that one. I Minded Production Studio, working on that one on Tuesday. And then, I hope many more projects to come. Shout out to the whole I Minded Productions team that we got right now. Me, Chakra Teas, Snow, Eddie Goalgetter. So I want to collab with, all those guys. And, hope there's many more future projects to come. And hopefully I'll get on stage at the Royal Castle in Colorado Springs Tuesday night for the open mic, and maybe get my first show done.
Hell yeah, man. Tell Chakra Teas to go live on Facebook for that. I'll share the hell out of it for you.
Oh yeah, man. Appreciate that.
All right. Is there any shout outs you want to do before we hop off the air?
Just the I Minded, pretty much that I got out of the way, right? I Minded Production, shout out. All the homies, Socrates, Snow, Eddie Goalgetter. Shout out to everybody helping them out. And let me give a shout out. I was talking to you about Fifth Element earlier. He's another underground, real underground dude. Like I said, I think coming out of Kansas City that I've been listening to and think his shit's pretty dope. So check out Fifth Element.
Hell yeah. Now, did you enjoy your interview on Underground Wicked Radio? And would you come back?
Oh, hell yeah, man. It was great. I'll definitely come back.
When you drop any new CDs, man, or music, get with me. I'll get you set up for another interview.
Definitely.
All right, we're going to get off the air. I'll be back tomorrow night, 9 o'clock, interviewing Nova Rockefeller. Everyone have a good night. DJ Snickers out.